What's up, YouTube? Time Traveler Israel. You already know what I'm saying. Time Traveler Israel. I love y'all. For anybody who's watching the video, give them thumbs up, like, subscribe. It don't really matter to me. I'm not doing it for that. But today I came here to share some things with y'all. I've been holding um inside what I don't really tell people, and a lot of little stuff like I think that it would benefit some of y'all. You feel me? The chosen. I try to hold this in, but I don't know. I might die soon. You never know. The way things going, everybody dropping out. I know my day coming too. You feel me? But before I do fall out one day, which all praise to the Most High. We thinking about life and strength. I ain't really thinking about that, but I gotta be realistic about what we dealing with. You feel me? Um, Today, first of all, before I even say this, know that I don't want to say it. You feel me? So don't think I'm coming on here to just make a video. Um, God forced me to come tell y'all this. You feel me? It's easy to just come up here and talk about stuff trying to just trying to explain stuff for your first time and talk, but at the same time, I'm first I'm not comparing myself with no one. I'm not in no competition with no one. So anything you hear me say, this is what the Most High told me to do. You feel what I'm saying? So this is something I've been holding in a lot, you know what I mean? And God said to finally tell his people. Maybe it might resonate with some of y'all, but if y'all going through this, just know that you're not crazy and it's fucking real out here. You feel me? You're not crazy and it's real out here. Know that. I promise you, know that. Now, before I start time travel to Israel, you already know everything. Give them thumbs up or likes. I don't really, I'm not doing it for that. But if it does resonate, and that's what God want to do for me, and I'm blessed by this channel. Well, I'm blessed, but I'm doing it because He said it's share these messages, and I can see obviously the world is ending. It's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of stuff going on, man. The euphrates is drying up, which I always say that in my other videos. You might hear it. It's a lot of things going on, man. And it's a lot of stuff in the Bible that's playing out. It's playing out. That's what's going on. And God is coming. You feel me? Our Papa gonna return soon. You feel me? It's a lot of because they ain't treating us right out here. And his people are suffering. You feel me? Like I'm being suffering right now. Sure, a lot of y'all be suffering for a lot of things too. We going through family tribulations, betrayals, and gang stalking, and all type of witchcraft shit going on. People trying to bring you down because they don't like your light, or you talk too much about God. I get crucified a lot because I talk about God too much around my friends and family. They hate that stuff, you feel me? Not stuff, Father forgive me, not stuff, but they hate that holy talk, you feel me? They want to hear bullshit. They don't want to hear nothing real. They want to sit around and talk about shit that don't make no sense and act like they don't see that the world is fucking ending in your face. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody want to mind their own business, but not knowing you have no, if it's no way we can mind our own business. We got to mind each other and make sure we following God's laws to the best of our ability, and staying strong together, you know what I'm saying, and respecting each other and not trying to shit on each other um, trying to always do each other wrong, and you know what I'm saying, a lot of stuff like that. We need to treat each other with more real love and genuine love, and not just think about ourselves for our own selfish reasons and doing things for our own selfish desires. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not perfect. Trust me, I'm going through a war zone, and I finally beat my shit. I beat the shit I was going through. You feel what I'm saying? I just beat all that stuff I was going through. You feel me? And I thank God for it, because it was a lot of witchcraft being done to me. People trying to make me look like I'm crazy, but I'm not. You feel me? God gave me all the vision with everything that done took place in my life and everything I'm seeing. God showed it to me. That's why I could know who's doing what. That's why they can't make me. They trying to slaughter me, but not knowing they're the one trying to do this to me. because you may have did stuff, dibble and dab. Let me tell you how witchcraft work, dog. You see if you've been doing something that you know back in the days, or anything you do, but you may any habit you did before, and people feel like you did that thing before, and people go burn candles on you and do all type of shit on you, it's gonna catch you. You feel me? If you smoke, if you do any drink, you know what I'm saying? If you're a lustful person and you like to go to strip clubs a lot, you know what I'm saying? Or watch, you know what you ain't supposed to watch, which I have done caught up in them stuff, you feel me? People work on those things and they feel like if I could go do this and make the person feel like this, he won't know that we're doing it because he done this before. You feel me? But I ain't stupid. That's why when you got God, he exposes you because I seen everything y'all was doing from like 2013 when all this shit was happening to me, when I broke up with my wife, or even though shit was happening to me kind of in the ending of being with her because God was showing me her leaving me. He showed me in a dream. God was showing me that she's leaving. And it's so funny, man, when you tell people stuff, they deny you. They deny God. I told my wife before she left, I said, you're going to leave me, and I'm going to buy you some blue car, and I'm going to buy you a car, and you're going to leave me, and you're going to be with somebody, you know what I'm saying, man, this and that. I seen it in a vision. This lady called me crazy. Go back, that's why I want to be with you. You be saying shit. You be crazy. You always making shit up. Before I know it, like in a week, I told her what happened, and she act like I was crazy, whatever. Anyway, long story short, something happened one night, and God told me to wake up and go check because he said she went to the beach with somebody. Now, must remind you, I'm going to work every day. I ain't know nothing. I'm just waking up with what God told me to do. I ain't know nothing what she did because I don't watch women and I don't be up in their phones and shit like that because that's bitch shit, you know what I'm saying? If I'm with a woman, I'm not going to sit there watching her shit and worry about what she's doing. I worry about just serving God and hoping that we pray to stick together, praying family stick together. But anyways, I went in her phone. God told me to go, not in the phone. God told me to wake up and go check her car. You know what I mean? Go check her car. So I said, go check her car, God. He said, yeah, because she tried to make you look crazy a couple weeks ago, and since she ain't doing it, well, she went to the beach today with somebody. And I'm like, remember, my mind, God, it's like God and myself, like, is this? And I'm not this type of person to go just check my old lady shit. You know what I mean? That's whole shit. You checking on women, what she's doing. I don't got time for that. If you doing, you want to be a whole dip. I don't care. You feel me? So I did as God said, Daddy said. I did what Daddy said, and I got up and I went. Kid you not. Long story short, I went in there. I checked the car, and I just bought her this car. I went in there and seen this, like what, 2012. Went in there and seen beach stuff in the back, bikini stuff, and I'm like, oh shit, you get what I mean? Like, I didn't even care about her, whatever she was doing. I was like, oh, when I seen it, I was like, oh shit, she is cheating on me, like she is about to leave, but I didn't even care about her leaving. I said, oh shit, excuse me, Father. I was like, God is real. Like, oh my goodness. I was like, Lord, you're real. Like, that's when I started to see that God is not a game and he's really there talking to you. Like, but people make it look like you gotta find him and going with you, in union with people, or somebody gotta take you to church. And man, God is right here in you, and he wanna talk to you. Just talk to him like I'm talking to make this video right now, which he is with me. He's telling me what to say, and he's the one telling me to do the video. You feel what I'm saying? So when I seen that shit, bro, I was like, oh shit, like, it's real. God just told me to wake up, so I got hype. I woke up. I was like, oh shit, she's cheating, you know? So I went and smoked a joint. Me and God chilling though. I started to get closer to God. I was like, damn, Daddy, you real for real. Like, you keep proving it to me. Like, oh my God. So the next morning, I went to tell my old lady, like, dog, I know you cheating. She went snapped out. You crazy? I ain't even say nothing there. I said, okay. I just played dumb, like I ain't know nothing. And I said, yeah, you went to the beach, huh? He chased me outside with the pistol. He tried to shoot me. You feel me? So I ran from her. But the whole time I'm laughing. But long story short, anyway, she chased me outside the pistol. I end up coming back in the house, but it ain't about her or what she's doing or anything about her cheating on now. I could care less about that. What I'm trying to share with y'all today is when you have that discerning and that intuition and that power inside, and that natural power, God, you don't have to um do a lot to know God. Just talk to him. You feel me? You don't gotta think too much to get close to daddy. You feel what I'm saying? Just talk to him, and he'll really talk to you, like really, really, really talk to you. This for the chosen ones. I know y'all experience the same thing too, but don't think y'all crazy if y'all experience these things. Now I'm gonna talk about these things. Okay. Thank you, Father, for everything. Thank you, Father, for everybody who's watching. And you told me to come and make this message, Daddy. You told me to do this. I'm not doing it for clout. I'm not doing it for fame. My face is getting shown all over the place. I'm low key. I love to talk to you by myself in the dungeon, Lord. In my mind, with the Father, always talking to God 24/7. Sometimes I talk about him too much that people hate me. Excuse me. People in my family hate me for it. You feel me? They hate me for it. But for my chosen ones, I know y'all feeling the same pressure too. But let me tell you about the powers now that we actually got powers for real, like power, power, power. This is when I discovered that my power, my talent wasn't no joke. This is when I had to see things different and grow totally different. You feel what I'm saying? And by the way, I always see things different. I was the type, and I'm not saying this to any kids viewing this video or any child. I'm not. You go to school and make sure you do what you got to do and finish school and do what you got to do. You hear me? Life ain't no. It's not nice out here. Ain't the better rules out here. Listen to your parents. Listen to your parents. Parents teach the kids about God. Is they're gonna go wild without no discipline, and they're gonna end up in prison or dead. You know what I mean? So with that said and done, I was the type that say fuck school when I was young. I thought I was always different. I wanted to do my own school. When I was in class, I used to make my own language up. I used to try to when I was in school, I used to have a hard time because I used to be at fuck school, but my parents used to beat me to do my work. So I did what I had to do, still went to school, did what I had to do, and anyway, but I was the type like hell with school, you know what I mean? I did my own thing. While I was in class, I'm in class trying to make my own language. Like I'm seeing what this word's saying. I'm like the boy went here, this said I this. On my spare time, I'm trying to write my own language to put the in my own way. I'm spelling my own words. I'm making my own cursive, trying to build my own language in mind. So I always do something different about me. You feel me? I'm trying to write my own language. I'm in school, going to school, learning what I gotta learn, and at the same time, I'm over here writing other shit, trying to build my own talk, make my own language up. You know what I mean? But always knew something was special about me. But I know it's something special about y'all too. You feel me? And for the ones who's going through the tribulations like me and having these magical powers that nobody knows, and they think you're tripping, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? When you keep seeing shit and they keep playing out, yo, everything I dream about comes true, bro. Like literally, it's not a game. Sometimes this stuff scares me. The way God be blessing me, it's like I could actually. That's why I say to myself, isolate sometimes, because I have a power that's unbelievable. But today God said to share this with y'all. So whoever going through this and whoever this resonate to, I hope it really touches y'all. Because let me tell you something, you're not tripping, and I guess we all want the 144,000. Gotta be, because the stuff I'm seeing, I know it's not normal. You feel me? But anyways, let me share a little story with you. Was something that happened to me when we first came from Jamaica. We came up here way back in the days. And we used to live on Miami Beach. Long story short on that. Anyways, one day when we came, I was about when I was one day I was 10 years old. About 10 years old, and my mom told me to go do something in the kitchen, right? And I ain't go do it. I think it was wash the dishes or something. And she spanked me, and she told me to go to bed. So at the same time, I was kind of just fresh from Jamaica. I was missing out in Jamaica a lot. I was missing Jamaica a lot. You know what I mean? I wanted to go back home straight up. You know what I mean? I ain't like up here at the time. when I first came when I was younger. But something happened that my mom spanked me for it. I did something, not do something, and she gave me a good butt whooping. And I'll never forget. She went in her room. I remember forget. She went shaking her glass of juice. So my mom, she had to shake her juice and drink it and say, "You got what you. I love you." She told me she loved me after she spanked me. But anyway, I was still pissed off. And then she left and went in her room, locked the light up. I was crying like, I miss Papa, I miss Papa, I miss Papa. I couldn't stop. I just kept missing Jamaica. You know, I wanted to go home. I didn't care about America. I was like, hell with here. You know, so I miss Papa, I miss Papa, I miss Daddy. And at the time when I had came up here, I came about like 6, 7, but this incident, this prophecy that happened, it was about, I was like 10 years old, 10, 11, like, you know, about 10, 11 at the time. So when that happened, I was still missing Jamaica, you know what I mean? So anything that I get punished for up here, I didn't know up here, so it was weird from an island to the States. So I started crying. Long story short, I'm crying, I miss Papa, I miss Papa. And my dad had just died too. Now, excuse me. My dad had passed away too when I first came up to America. He had just passed away. But anyways, my dad had passed away. So when at the time when this prophecy happened, I was in the room crying, in the living room crying, and I'm sitting on the couch, and no lie, I kid you not. That's when I knew I was special. I'm crying, crying. And you know what happened? And it was dark. I remember my mom turned off the living room. I was sitting there in my stubbornness. I miss Papa. And I kept saying, Daddy, I miss you. Daddy, I miss you. Because my dad had died off a motorcycle accident in Jamaica. But I kept crying to him, Daddy, I miss you. Daddy, I miss you. Daddy, I miss you. And you know what happened? My dad came to me and said, Tawi, come to the kitchen. I was like, what? Daddy? He said, yeah. He said, come to the kitchen. So I was like, Daddy. He was like, yeah, it's me. Come to the kitchen. So I walked to the kitchen, but I couldn't see him. It was dark. Talking to my dad, straight up. And he told me, stop crying. He's around. Straight up with, well, no dream, none of that. Straight. And I stopped crying. I said, Daddy, you here? He said, yeah. Stop crying. You're all right. Don't cry. And I said, okay, Daddy. And he said, go lay down and go sleep. Don't cry. Okay? Don't cry. And I said, yes. And I went and laid down and went to sleep. That was one of the encounters that I never knew. Now, all this stuff happened now. I see that. Wow. Now that I learned about Chosen One, that's why I'm on the YouTube telling y'all this, because I hold these as a secret. It's a lot of stuff I see. Like before I met my wife, God showed me her straight up. We were chilling. He showed us what we were doing, everything chilling. And I met this lady, and that happened for real. You know what I'm saying? That's her, the one who's bringing hell to me right now. So this is not a coincidence. My whole life it turned upside down. God using me for this. He want me to be around the ones to tell my family to like pick them out. I know that because the stuff I know, my intelligence is far, and I'm not even that like brilliant. You know what I mean? I don't consider myself the smartest. I don't consider myself the dumbest, and I don't consider myself jack of all trade and master of none. I consider myself I'm a being of light. I'm an angel. I'm not like human beings. Human beings consider themselves for stuff too much. Just look at who you really are in the mirror and understand we're the aliens of the world and we're the most highest being, that God loves us so much he put us in his image. But I always knew that I was different. You know what I mean? I see stuff like I seen my wife. You feel me? Met her. Then God showed me how we was gonna break up. I seen all these stuff happening, like happening in front of me. Man, you know how much stuff I used to do, like back in the days, like getting in trouble with people, and it's like God has saved me. I almost got killed so much times, and it's like God has saved me and made girls pick me up. Just girls out of nowhere. One time I almost died one time, But I ain't gonna go into those details. But one time I was in some shit, hot water, that they were gonna kill me if they see me. They were gonna see niggas gonna smoke me. It ain't no talk, nothing. They gonna off me right then and there. You feel me? So it's like I woke up that Saturday, my nigga. Excuse me. I woke up that Saturday and I'll never forget. I went outside and these girls just picked me up. They seen me and they were like, "Damn, you look good." They kidnapped me. They pulled me in the car with them and we went riding. Like we went riding to the flea. You feel me? 183rd Flea Market. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, that was a time. Another time. But anyway, I don't want to go through those details. You know what I'm saying? But that time I was supposed to pass away. And for these girls to just pull up out of nowhere and just take me away like angels, and I was supposed to die, that's a miracle. You feel me? Not no miracle. That's God talking to me. At the time, it was a miracle, but now that I know what I know now, nah, Daddy's with me. We're the most highest being for real. Our radiant is sick. My radiant is sick. Like I'm not human. I know I'm not human. I know I'm from a different planet. And you know how much stuff I see? Yo, man, let me share. I'm going to share some of this on my other videos. But what I want Chosen Ones to know is this, man. Whoever see the stuff I see like this, who's seeing stuff, you're not tripping. And I know I ain't tripping. And I'm not going to drop my God for nobody, because we're in a planet that we told God that we're going to come down here on earth and help him. And then through the process of coming here, through that maze, through sex, like sex is really a door. You feel me? Sex is really a door. Your body part is really a door. It's just an entrance to come in. You feel me? Through coming through, we told God we was gonna do what we do, and then that's why we get ensnared with the things in the world when we get here. That's why the devil try to make you lust. That's why he try to make you think, because he wants you to think the program going this way, but it's really supposed to go this way, meaning come here, help God clean this world up from the people he want, the narcissists, these crazy people. He's trying to give the narcissists and these nutcases a chance to come to heaven. These half reptilian lizard beings, you feel me? They're not fully human. Trust me. If they were fully human, bro, Facebook wouldn't ask you, are you a fucking robot? You know what I mean? We need to wake up. Like, come on, man. Facebook asks you, you're a fucking robot, bro. That don't even make sense. Why would you ask me that if I don't see no robots out yet? Even way before robots even coming out. But you ask me if I'm a robot or am I human? Tell you what's this. That mean they're amongst us. And these are the narcissists and these crazy people that God brought us chosen ones in the world to help. Feel me? So they could get a chance to see salvation, because they ain't supposed to be here. But they're brilliant ass, them breeders. They breed our kind, that they're mixed with us. And God is so good that he don't want them all to go to hell. He want to save some of them, because some of them is good people. You feel what I'm saying? Whether your soul, your body shift, or your mind, the soul you have, God knows it's destined to go to hell. But it's a lot of good devils that they're doing good deeds, even though their bloodline cursed, or their DNA, or they're mixed with all type of unidentified serpents out here and reptilian spirit. And if you think I'm tripping, I'm not tripping. They real for real. And who don't believe, I'm not begging you to believe. In the end, you'll see. You're gonna be like, damn, he was right. Like, you know the movies. You know the movies? Like, oh shit, he was right. You feel, but it's too late now. Just like it's another ark being built right now. It's not a joke. I'm just laughing because I'm enjoying myself, and Daddy told me to come on here and do this. Papa, Father, God, our Father, my Father, not just your Father too. You feel me? We all communicate with him different. But yeah. So all this power stuff, you're not tripping, man. Yo, I see stuff, man, that nobody see, man. Listen, man. I remember one time, I ain't have no money, right? And me and my old lady were living at my mama house, right? I'm gonna give y'all some more, a lot of prophecies, which God will tell me to do, because I don't know what I'm gonna do. I just come here when God tell me to come, and he tell me to do it, I just do it. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to share this with y'all. So no, I hope y'all take this serious. Cause trust me, I don't want to share this with y'all. I love God so much. I want to keep him to myself. I don't want to tell nobody about him for real. But he keep forcing me like, son, you can't do that. You got to tell my people. So I really want to hug daddy right now. And mommy, my wisdom. Mommy, wisdom, I love you, wisdom. I love you, mommy. And I love you, Papa. Papa, King of Kings, Lord of Lords, Conquer Life. Yeah, so I really want to hog what I'm saying. I don't want to tell y'all, you feel me? But daddy forced me to come tell y'all this. So with all that said and done, one time I was living with my old lady at my mama's house, and I think this is what back in like what going through the same shit bullshit 2018. No, not 20 like 28, yeah, around that time or something. Anyways, the girl I was living with or whatever, um, we went to my mom's house to kick it for a little bit. But anyways, one day something happened and we ain't had no money like that. Something had run kind of, we had to pay a lot of stuff or whatever, but we ain't had no money. But um, we ain't had no money, and I asked my mom for a loan, but my mom was like, "Oh, I don't got it. You know what I mean? I don't got it today, whatever it is." So I was like, "Damn!" And I needed to give it to my old lady to get to work because I was babysitting the kids. You know what I mean? The two boys we just had, and at the same time she had to go to work, so we needed a babysitter. I wasn't working at the time because it was more wiser for her to go to work, and we're living at my mom's house, so that was still taking off all the stress off, you know, off our heads a little bit. Thank God for my mom. Um, Thank you, Papa. But that happened. So I was like, damn, she needed some bus fare, and I know she got to catch the train to work and stuff like that. And I really had to find some change for her. You know, Daddy, you know what Daddy told me? Papa, Papa, Father, I love you so much. Holy, holy be your name. Papa, holy be your name. Holy, holy be your name. Papa, holy be your name. You told me to do this, Papa. You know I didn't want to come here and do this. You told me to do this. So I don't do it for recognition. I don't do it for no props. I don't do it for no. I'm doing it. I really don't want to tell y'all nothing because I love God so much. I love God. I don't want to tell y'all nothing for real. I'm sorry for saying that. I'm not trying to be selfish, but when you've been through a lot of shit, and everybody's always betraying you. You can't trust no woman. It's hard to live. No, you can't trust nobody, man. Just nobody. Even though you got to interact with them, still go to work, do the regular things, still got to interact with these things. But anyways, long story short, I went. Daddy told me to go. He said, go to the store and you're going to find the money on the floor. All right. So I was like, okay. I left that day and I went down the street. I was living in my mom area, so I was walking down like 172nd, somewhere around there, and by Burger King. Who know me on this video? They know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I went to the store down the street by Burger King, and I tell you, it was crazy. Cause not crazy, but it was crazy, But crazy good. I call it the crazy good. The crazy good. But you see God showing up for you in times when like you didn't expect Him to do it. You feel what I'm saying? Like you can't believe that this is actually happening. So I went to this first store down the street. It was a little local convenience store close by there. I went down there and it was like kind of, I'm gonna make this video kind of short too because I see it's running into 28. I don't want to do it too long, give y'all too much, but I'll be here to give y'all more. So I went to the convenience stores down the street, and God said, and I went and I said, God, I said, I went to the store, I didn't see the money on the floor. I went to the store, I looked on the floor, I didn't see the money. And I ain't gonna lie, I was smoking some weed too. I wanted some weed too, because at the time I was smoking heavy under the weed too, because I was kind of going through something. So I wanted a bag of weed too. I ain't gonna lie, it was like one of those days. So I was like, so I went there. Daddy had told me that which is God, Daddy. When I say Daddy, I mean God. So Daddy had told me that it'll be right there, right? So I went by the store and I seen it was nothing there. So I was like, Daddy, you told me to come here and I don't see nothing on the ground. But I didn't hold a grudge. All I said was, Daddy, I still love you. I'll never forget because I was thinking I was tripping, like, maybe I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So he telling me to go to the store and nothing ain't there, you feel me? So so with all this being said and done and stuff like that, I went, it was nothing there. So he told me, go back down the street. So I went all the way back down the street, all the way back down the street. And I said, okay. He said, the money is over there on the floor out over there by the street, in the middle of the street. By, no, no, he told me to go down there, go back this way. That's not how he told me go back that way. So what I did, I hurried up and I went back that way. I said, okay. I went back like trailing back home. You feel me? So I'm going back home now. So I'm going back home. I'm like, Father, I still love you. I'm like, Daddy, don't worry. I still love you. Even though you told me it was there and the money wasn't there, but I know I'm talking to you, so I still love you. I'm not mad that you didn't show up for me. I know you probably trying to teach me something. But anyways, I went back home. I'm going back all the way on my way home now. I'm not going back to tell my girl like, yo, I didn't get nothing. I didn't see nothing. You know, I was trying to see if I seen something that God had told me. And I'm on my way back, all the way half home. You know, when I was halfway home, God, Daddy came to me, popped in my mind. He telling me, stop. So I'm like, he's like, stop. I'm like, stop. He like, yeah, stop. I'm like, Father, stop. Daddy, come on, Father, man. I don't want. He said, that's your problem now. You don't like to listen. He said, stop and turn back. The money's in the streets. I said, Daddy, the money's in the streets. I said, okay, I'm going to listen because I never doubt. I said, okay, Dad, if you say that, I'll look crazy for you. Okay, I'm going to go to see if the money's in the street, Daddy. So I turned back halfway home. You know what I mean? I didn't see this stuff over there. I'm still going on the journey. Turned back, went all the way up there. Then I turned back halfway home now, right? Went all the way back down to buy Burger King, and I had to cross through 167 right there. Kid you not. Soon as I went and crossed the street, that's a street that cars always on, like 24/7. That street is never not busy. You can't just cross that street like that. 167, it's always busy. When Daddy told me to go back, when the Father God told me to go back, Papa told me to go back, I did as he said, for real. Did you know that crossing the street, first of all, that traffic, that street always car going back and forth. It's a busy street. Could go to the highway and it goes to I-95 and all that. Did you know that when the guy sent me back, he blocked the traffic? It was no cars coming. They were at the stoplights, like right there, but they were on red. The other one on red. He blocked both streets. And he told me walk across, on the pavement to get to the other side of the road. The $20 was right there, fold up in a D set. Walk across the street and look right there, the $20 there. I did as he said, and I'm not lying. I ain't taking nothing out. I'm not making nothing up. I'm not doing this for you to follow me because I don't want to tell y'all the secret, really. I don't want to share this. Honest to God. I don't want to share this. That's why people hate me so much. Because I show them stuff and then they want these powers. You feel me? When it's all you gotta do is talk to God just like I do. And stop this shit that you're fighting. I don't know what you're fighting. Everyone got their own fight. You know what you need to do to gain your power up.